You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it!
Yes, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching in this fine planet. Massive result that was. I've had to take some time to digest the performance, the result, what it means, break it all up for you, and then we get into it. So thank you for joining us. Remember to smash that like button if you're still in disarray about what you witnessed earlier on. And then, of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I did try and do this earlier, guys, but unfortunately I had a couple of tech issues. But in the comments right now, please just do me a favor. Let me know that you can hear us. Let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. But yes, it's massive. It's absolutely massive. It's massive what we've done today. Let's take you way back. We'll get into the match reaction and the player ratings that are to come as well. So make sure you smash them comments and then we can get into them as well. And if you want to really go right up to the top of the queue with the super chats, you can go straight back into the channel. Thank you for everyone who's just let me know that they can hear me loud and clear. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling after that result. Hold that, Jason Tyndall. Hold that, Anton Deck. Hold that, Matty Renton. Hold that, Geordie Shaw. Get in there. Vamos, chico. Darwin, vamos. Que jugador. 77 minutes, Darwin comes on. 81st minute, what a finish. 93rd minute, he wins the game with 10 men on the pitch for Liverpool. It really does make you wonder if we're actually better off playing with 10. We've now won 2 games in a row playing with 10 men, which is unbelievable. Vamos! Come on! Right. Let's jump right back into the game. Shout out to everyone who's involved. There is a slight flickering light in here as well, so don't watch that. Just make sure you're sending in your comments. Start. Do you know what? Weirdly, we actually started in the first 5 minutes really well. I think we got an opening corner. I think Soboslai won it for us, who was, again, incredible for Liverpool today. He's had to play 2 games in a row where a midfielder, well, the first one, his midfield partner got sent off. Today is centre-back behind him got sent off. But he did almost 2 men's amount of running today. Unbelievable performance from him. And as I said, the first 5 minutes, it was a really impressive start from Liverpool. But then we saw what happened. There was a big push by Anthony Gordon on Trent, which was a massive, clear, blatant, if not yellow card, if I'm honest with you. If that's not a yellow card or a foul, and how many times do I say this every single week on this channel? I don't know what is. Because if he really thinks that you can just go around not punching people, pushing people with all your force and momentum to go to the ground and then not get the decision, obviously you can see why Trent's throwing the ball away and kind of protest against that. We know, and he knows now, that you can't do that. It is a yellow card. And then less than 2 minutes after that, with the ferocious crowd, with the energy on 100 in terms of the atmosphere, they were smelling blood, Scouse blood at that point. And then, of course, Trent and Anthony Gordon up against each other again. Gordon goes past him. Trent puts his arm across, gets away with it. Potentially a yellow card, that one, again. But 5 minutes into the game, I don't think he's going to make that decision so early in such a big game. And then you look at the bench. Jurgen Klopp told Joe Gomez to go and warm up, which in hindsight is actually an unbelievable piece of management. Listen, after the first 25 minutes, Trent really held his own, was given the captain's armband when Virgil went off, and we'll speak about that. But that was a real leader's performance. You saw him win that corner right, or that throw-in right at the end, and celebrate it like it was a goal. That's what we love from Trent. And actually, he did so well to just stay on the pitch, because when Joe Gomez goes for a run, that's a sign to Jurgen Klopp. That's a brilliant piece of man management that says, right, if you don't buck your ideas up in the next 10 minutes, right, only 20 minutes in, then we are looking at potential changes, and Joe Gomez will have to come on and replace you. I think Trent had a little look over, saw him warming up, and thought, right, I better do what I need to do now as the captain now, with Virgil Van Dijk off the pitch. So when you look at Trent's all-round performance, the way Jurgen Klopp maybe scared him a little bit into making him play better, brilliant all-round. We love to see it. So shout out to Trent. 25 minutes in, had to take the captain's armband off Virgil van Dijk. Now, it's a soft red. It's a soft red. Of course, there is a lack of willingness to go over to the ball from Virgil van Dijk in terms of getting in ahead of Isaac. He's allowed Isaac to maybe not, I wouldn't say out and out be in front of him, but he definitely kind of got the man with the kind of contact on the feet, and then he got the ball. I think it's a yellow card. And again, there was a rule that came out probably a couple years ago, which stopped this situation from happening and allowing a red card to happen. So let me read to you what the actual rule is on this one, because for me personally, it's almost like there's one rule for one and totally different rules for everyone else. So let me get this up for you, okay? And where is it on my phone? Let's have a little look, shall we? Hey, what's going on? Or maybe I haven't got it. But anyway, it says that if, let me just find it. I'm going to type in double jeopardy, because that is essential. I don't know where it went on my phone. It's really weird. Anyway, the rule is one thing, and what they did today was going against that rule, which basically said if there's a genuine attempt to play the ball and it's the last man, then it'll be a yellow card. There was clearly a genuine attempt to play the ball from Virgil van Dijk. Honestly, he's send me the tweet, Harjan. So I want to actually use that on DR Sports tomorrow. I'm gonna bring it up on the weekend roundup. If you can actually DM me a picture, a screenshot of it, that would be great. Thank you, Harjan. But yeah, soft. I thought it should have been a yellow card. Isaac did well to stay down for that long, made it look a lot worse than it was. Clipped him on the ankle, but gets the ball. I think it's a yellow card for me. Again, it's what I said last week, but Virgil goes off. And again, 1-0 down after a horrific mistake from Trent. Let's have it right. I forgot to say that. He had a howler of a game up until, he took the captain's armband off of Virgil. Definitely his mistake for the goal. Should have maybe been sent off. So that's definitely a half an hour to forget for him. There's a good finish from Anthony Gordon. Sloppy pass from Salah, but you'd still expect Trent, even with his left foot, to get a hold of it and still ping it about. So Anthony Gordon, with their real kind of cut through chance, their real one-on-one with Alisson, and he scores, and we're goal down, 10 men down away at Old Trafford. Honestly, my brain's still frazzled a little bit from this performance and this result. It's just silly, really, when you think about it, that we've actually won this game with 10 men. But then, of course, the second half came and we were a lot more, I was going to say assertive, but I still don't think we were. I was looking at some of the players' body language right at the start of the second half, and it wasn't great. I think Newcastle sensed that if they did get one more goal, then it's game over. With 10 men, you can't come back from 2 away at St. James's Park. So, when you look at the first goal, right, let's take it even further back. The second half starts, they hit the bar, amazing save from Alisson, best goalkeeper in the world. Almiron hits the post with a mazy run, and you're thinking this could get a bit tasty now in terms of damage limitation. We don't want to embarrass ourselves here. But Alisson keeps us in the game. A great save from Longstaff as well. And then it all changes. Jarrell Quansah comes on. Matip comes off. Joe Gomez did excellently today as well. And we'll get into more in the player ratings as soon as possible. Harvey Elliott was excellent when he came on. McAllister came off for him. I thought McAllister had an okay game. But then Darwin to actually not be picked for the first 3 games of the Premier League, to not have any kind of real authority when it comes to the pecking order. We're probably talking 4th before today in terms of main strikers that will play for Liverpool throughout the season. There's so many competitions to be involved in, though, so everyone's going to get a shot at it this season. But for Darwin to come on and silence the haters, no one predicted on DR Sports that we would win this game. I said that we would win this game 2-0 against Matty Renton in the match preview for this. I said we would win 2-1, and in the end we did. But for Darwin Núñez to silence the haters and have a really astute finish as well, that's a real clinical striker's finish, straight across the goalie, in off the post. That isn't the kind of finish that is a man low on confidence. That is a man who needs the goal to build up, and then to get the second one. Yes, a bit of luck. Obviously, Jota forcing the mistake on Botman. It came off his bum and then hit his leg, I think, and then led into Nunez's path. But he had a quick look, composed himself, drilled it right across the keeper at 81 minutes. And then you're thinking, right, well, let's try and go for it. 10 men. I don't think that's ever happened at Newcastle at St. James's Park. I watched Matty Ranton. It might as well be Matty Ranton after his rant about time wasting and yellow cards and whatnot. You got to hold it, bro. You lost today. You were up 10 men down. And you couldn't finish off your dinner. So Matty Ranton, poor from you today, fella. I expected better. I'm only joking. Winding him up. But yeah, we have cursed Newcastle. We could be, as Matty Ranton said, in the National League and play them and we'd still beat them. 3 in a row now at St. James's Park. And then I think the one before that was a draw, but then before that, I'm sure we won as well. 3 in a row at St. James's. That is incredible. Well done, Liverpool. And then Mo Salah, let me congratulate this guy. There's so much rumours this morning and over Friday around his potential exit. He might be off to Saudi. But that's why you keep him on the pitch. That is why he does not come off as a substitute, because as much as a clinical finisher as he is also a very astute assister these days, and he is almost a complete forward. He had to play up front on his own for a bit. He was then in a 2 up front with Jota. He was then in a 2 up front with Nunez, or he was then out on the right at the end of the game. To have the composure and to actually ignite that move, because when you watch the second goal, it's Salah who reacts to a Harvey Elliott interception. He gets the ball, to have the composure, steady himself, know that Darwin's making that run, and then find that perfect ball. I think it's through Bruno, through Dan Burn, and then Nunez as well, to have the same clinical awareness. He knows where the goal is. It's the same post. It's the same kind of goal that he scored for the first one. And all of a sudden, Liverpool 2-1 up with 10 men on the 93rd minute at St. James's Park. 2 wins out of 3, still undefeated. 2 losses now for Newcastle. It does not get better. Jason Tindall giving it all this. You sausage. You are a helmet, my son. You are a helmet, my friend. Karma. Swings and roundabouts for you, my mate. Swings and roundabouts. You're giving it all this to Klopp. And then what did Klopp do right at the end when we win it 2-1? Gives it a little bit of that back. Hold it. Big time. Unbelievable from Szoboszlai. Tactically, Klopp got it spot on. As soon as we got that red card, he changed it up. I was doubting maybe bringing Luis Diaz off. I was thinking bring Trent off. But no. Stick by Klopp. He does know best. Tactically incredible today against Eddie Howe and Jason Tindall. And at the same time, we come away with the 3 points. He's given it the fist pumps to the Kop, the travelling Kop. Gerald Quansah, outstanding debut for him. Listen, as soon as that red card happens for Van Dijk, Klopp saying, well, you're probably going to play next week now, Gerald, so you might as well get on there. Really impressed with him. And you know what? When we had Matip, Quansah at the back with Joe Gomez, we kept a clean sheet. Conceded a goal with Van Dijk on the pitch. And then we went, 75 minutes, basically, without conceding. And that's thanks to Joe Gomez, Gerald Quansah, and Joel Matip, Robertson. Trent did his bit as well. So super happy with the overall performance. There was a 25-minute massive head loss period from Liverpool right at the start. But after that, we stuck in there, kept creating chances, clinical. I mean, Newcastle probably had more out-and-out efforts, right? Alisson had to make 7 saves, which is the most he's ever had to make in a Premier League game before. But to say that we can smash and grab a win like that with 10 men, unbelievable. I was running around like an absolute madman when that goal went in from Nunez. So happy for him. So happy for him. Gets man of the match. He's definitely my man of the match as well. Let's jump into definitely smoking on that Jason Tindall pack. Van Dijk is also only banned for 1 game, by the way, so he'll only miss the Aston Villa game. So now, is it Gomez? Is it Matip? We're going to be playing against the likes of Watkins, Diaby, Bailey. It's going to be a tough game next week, but we're going to have to do without a captain. Do we now go and buy a left centre-back? Do we still buy a CDM? Let us know in the comments as the transfer window shuts in around 5 days from now. But let's get into the player ratings. Then I promise I'll jump into the comments. We'll have some fun there. Remember to smash the like video. Smash the like video. Smash the button that says like on this video. Comment with your thoughts on the game. And then subscribe to the mighty Kop TV if you have not already. We're doing big bits. Player ratings then. Alisson, best goalkeeper in the world. 9 for me. You know what? Normally he saves those one-on-ones. the one that Gordon had today. Normally he actually saves them, but went for his legs, no harm in that. But the saves, the Almiron save, the Longstaff save, brilliant from Alisson today. Excellent performance, and he's such a leader. He was singing Nunes at the end. I just love him. He's the best goalkeeper I've ever seen in my life. And I think we might now be at the point in the Premier League where we start saying, is Alisson the best technically gifted goalkeeper that we have in the Premier League and that we've ever had? For me, it's a 9 for him today, maybe even 11 for that save. Trent, if I could rate his first 25 minutes, I would say 1. Genuinely, he was that bad. Lucky not to get sent off, I suppose. But after that, the way he took that armband off of Virgil, rallied the troops, you could see what it meant to him at the end to win. That's the winning mentality. He said it. This one will go down in the ages, and I totally agree. Klopp said as well in his press conference after, in his whole career, over 1,000 games of management, that's never happened. To be losing 1-0 down to 10 men for 60-odd minutes, and then we go and win 2-1. It's never happened. So Trent's right. I'll give him a 7.5 in terms of the rest of his performance was sensational, but yeah, the first 25 minutes, he's going to need to forget them. But I'm glad mentally that he managed to get through that difficult period, because that could have been a bit of a confidence damager if he was dragged off after 15 minutes. So leading performance, showing his experience, showing his winning mentality there, 7.5. In the middle, Virgil, I'll have to give him a 3. You know, less said on that, the better. Hopefully he improves, because I think there's maybe a question about him losing a yard of pace or a bit of confidence when he's going into a duel like that. Maybe 3 years ago, he goes and sweeps that up for dinner, meat and chips, meat and gravy. Thank you very much. How's your father? Very nice. Get away. The strikers were scared of him. They wouldn't even want to go into a foot race with him. But now I feel like he almost lets the striker get ahead, and then he goes into tackle, which maybe it's the wrong way round, but no, I wasn't happy with the red card. I still think it's massively soft. I still think it was only a yellow card. And yeah, he's going to obviously have a little think about that tonight. But he was in jubilant mood after the game. Captain, the skipper, was hugging everyone as they came in. So we love to see that as well. And I will not take that is a red card. I do think it's a soft one. Joel Matip, big shout out to him today. I'm going to chuck Joe Gomez in that as well, because again, he played so much of the game. I'm going to give them both a 7.5. I was really impressed with them both. They kept a clean sheet, really. I know Matip was on the pitch for the first goal, but in terms of Gomez and Matip and Quansah as a partnership, actually, I'll give Quansah 7.5 as well. We brought on 2 centre-backs today, which is never the case. But I'll give Quansah and Gomez both very solid 7.5s. Again, let me know if you agree in the comments. Left back Robertson, I don't know, there's something missing with his performances at the minute. Maybe that's in an attacking sense. Defensively was fairly sound. Some nice tidy interceptions, some 1-2s to avoid trouble. I'll give him a 6.5. In the middle today, I thought Watuarendo, got his toe stuck into a few interceptions. That's what he's there to do. He's there to break down their moves, be the destroyer. I liked a couple of bits, but I didn't see enough to really make a full judgment. But yeah, I'll give him a 6. McAllister, I give a 6.5. Still one of my most anticipated players watching him at Liverpool so far. Can't wait to see what he can do in a Liverpool shirt. Great to have him in the game, first and foremost, because we knew about his pathetic ban from last week that was overturned. So we love to see that. Hopefully against Villa, he really pulls the strings in midfield. Szoboszlai, if it wasn't for Darwin scoring those 2 goals, I would give Szoboszlai the man of the match again 2 weeks in a row. The man is an absolute machine when it comes to running, when it comes to vision, when it comes to technique. I love the kid. I love the kid already. I have not one bad thing to say about Dominik Szoboszlai. So a massive shout out to him. He gets an 8 from me. And then also in midfield, later on in the game, Harvey Elliott, he gets a 7. It was really crucial in the second goal in terms of nicking it off of Bruno, I believe it was, and giving it to Mo. Loved that. Came on, did a job. Really happy with Harvey today. So he gets a 7. Trying to include all the subs here as well. And then Luis Diaz, my boy. Buenos dias. I can only give him a 4. I mean, he had a really nice mazy run. Got round Trippier really easy. Had a shot on target. Bit of a saved at the near post by Nick Pope. But you could tell that he was cooking. And listen, he's not the kind of guy that will sulk when he gets subbed off like that. He knew he had to sacrifice that for the team. And it wasn't a surprise to see him look a bit miffed by coming off. But listen, we got the 3 points in the end, and I'm sure he'll agree that that is the most important thing. So massive shout out to Luis Diaz for sacrificing himself. Up front, Cody Gakpo, I thought it was quiet today. We know that his position normally is well, from his time in PSV, as a left wing forward. I don't think with Diaz on this form, Gakpo will play there, but interesting to see how many times Klopp kind of experiments with Gakpo in the number 9 or false 9 position, whatever you want to call it. Still loads more to come from him this season. And then Mo Salah gets the assist. Crucial. If he doesn't score, this man will get an assist. He always leaves with something. And amongst the rumours of him going to Saudi, Klopp tonight said it's over in his head. It's not going to happen. Again, 5 days away from the window closing. So I'll give Mo Salah 7.5 purely for the assist in the last second. Jota, again, he kind of got the pre-assist for the first goal. Out on as a sub, put himself about, as he always does. Big warrior, Diogo Jota. Big fan of his, so he gets a 7 from me. But Darwin Núñez is our man of the match today. He gets a 9 purely because of the instinctive finishing. That is what we thought we were buying with Darwin. That's what we thought we saw, and we did see in the last season of Benfica with him. In terms of the ball comes into him, perfectly weighted pass from Salah. He has a quick look. It's not maybe looking too long, as I think he did a little bit too many times last season, in terms of he waits, picks his spot, and by that time someone's taken it or he's fluffed his lines. But for me, that was an excellent cameo. He came on 71 minutes, only needed 25 minutes on the pitch, gets 2 goals with 2 shots. I loved his cameo today, and I love that for him, as I've said so many times. I just love it for him. What that is going to do for his confidence now is unreal. The big question and impression I'm going to put on him now is that is amazing what you've done today. You've saved us. You've turned a potential draw, win, loss 3-game opening of the season to draw, win. So 7 points out of 9. Thanks to Darwin Núñez for that. But my question, my challenge to him now is, after this incredible cameo that you will probably never have again at Liverpool, because you'd obviously hope to start more. But can you build on this now? Can you go away and start against Aston Villa, notch then, and can you really build up a kind of resume of different type of goals for Liverpool? We saw 16 of them last season, seen 2 already this season in 3 games. I want to see Darwin go and unleash his beast mode now. I really, really am backing him the whole way. I was so keen for him to start. You guys saw in the match preview of Matty, I said, this guy starts. This is the kind of game that he needs to start. And he didn't, but he came on and did the business. Now, if he does start, I want to see goals, and more goals. I predicted 2-1. He gets the 2, and he walks away with the Man of the Match award. A little bit of chat in English as well. Thank you very much for the support. So yeah, loving Darwin. Absolutely love the boy, and I'm backing him. Guys, I was one of his biggest fans when he joined. I know James Redmond had a lot to say negatively about him, a lot of slander, but stick with the kid. The second season is when he does his work. Thank you. Unbelievable from Darwin. So there's your match reaction and your player ratings. We'll jump into the comments now. Over 325 of you in today. So make sure you smash that like button now. Now, do it right now, and I will jump into the comments. Let's get them likes right up there. And I will, wow, a lot of comments. I didn't even see all these. Let's jump into the super chats, because that does send you top of the queue. Gracie, Liverpool fan, she says, better feeling this or 7-0? It's close for me. It's very, very close. I don't know, man. I actually can't call that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Núñez. That was the best I've ever seen, says Ed. It's up there with me as well, my friend. Let's start right from the top of the comments today. Núñez is the GOAT, and I do not want to hear otherwise, says Matthew McCartney. Shout out to you, Drunk Vigo. Loving it. Richie Esco, he needs to start. Klopp needs to stop already. He's the only player that we can have that can run in behind defenders, and Trent needs to stop putting our team under pressure every game at the start. One of the main things about Darwin Núñez is that he can run in behind, as he did today when the team are playing a high defensive line. They're trying to play him offside. He runs in behind and scores. Did it brilliantly. Shout out to my guy, Thomas Ligard, all the way from Denmark, I believe, in Copenhagen. Good evening from Dubrovnik. Shout out to man like Simon. He's on his Ollie Bobs. Love it. Everyone can hear us. Love to hear that as well. Pardon the pun. Do you think Darwin becomes good after this massive game? I've always backed him to come good. If it wasn't this game, it would have been hopefully the next game or the game after. But this announces himself, re-announces himself to the stage, in the big stage, the big moments, to get two, being 1-0 down. He's grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and slotted both. Great strikes. So I always knew this would come at some point. The fact that it's come today is perfect timing. It kind of shuts everyone up, and everyone's now excited to see a bit more of Darwin. And I think before the game, there was a slightly different angle to it. I heard people saying he was the 5th choice striker, which I don't personally agree with, but you know, he gets the 2 goals today, and that's massive for him. It's massive for his confidence. So nothing but good stuff can happen from this now. Just got to keep his head focused, and we go again. Shout out to Calvin FPL. Nof said, hope FSG will get us new players after looking at that game. Need a centre back. Darwizzy. A lot of people saying that. Darwin. That's what we did. Correct. Props to Gomez. Yeah, again, I've just shouted him out in the player ratings. Fantastic result for him today. Massive result for us considering the red card and the ref and VAR. Alisson is, you know what, he is basically the captain without the armband. He's so good. AGT, been a bit disillusioned with Jurgen's selections and subs recently. It was all part of the master plan. Nunes, he says. Blair, shout out to man like Blair. Refs the helmets, as we know. Big up AGT, big up to man like Bob. Better feeling, this or the 7-0. I found it again. Shout out to you, Gracie. 100% was a foul on Trent in the first place, as we all know. Unbelievable 3 points, says Kevin. We really need 3 or 4 defense players in a week. I'm not sure about that. The refs want more respect. Don't make me laugh. They are somehow worse from last season, and we're only 3 games in. It's going to be overturned, but we cannot keep having this. Do you know what? I don't think it will be this one. I actually don't think it will be. Just let you know, I finished watching your girlfriend's YouTube video of McDonald's content. Gus showed up near the end of it. Lol. I also clicked like too. Shout out to Tim, my G. Game's gone soft, as we know. Shout out to Rakaya. Gus is the GOAT for sure. He has got that fighting spirit. They didn't even check for VAR. Apparently they did, actually. Gus wanted that quarter. I haven't even seen this video. I need to go and watch it. Send me it, bro. Another magical moment, AGT. Vamos, Joey Ramache. Vamos, chico. Vamos. Oh my God, AGT. They all predicted Newcastle win. I know. And guess what happened? They didn't win. We won. Lil Endo's quality says S. Tom says, I feel like this could be a turning point for our season. Not only do we get the 3 points, but we also gain a lot mentally from overcoming what was a huge challenge. We are Liverpool. This means more. You are right, my friend, Tom. This does mean more. Let's go and see that rule again. I believe someone in the chat has sent me a shout out to Harjan. And there we go. There it is. Right. So here's the rule I'm going to read out to you. The player who commits a foul to deny us goal scoring opportunity will no longer automatically be sent off. The previous triple punishment rule required a red card and therefore a suspension, as well as the award of a penalty under those circumstances. However, players committing accidental fouls that deny a goal-scoring chance will now be cautioned instead. But deliberate fouls will still incur a red card. Those include holding, pulling, pushing, not playing the ball, serious foul play, violent conduct, or deliberate handball, which none of those were. This change has been ratified by the International Football Association Board, a body made up of the British Football Associations and FIFA, who decide on the changes of the laws on the game. If you're telling me that you believe that that was a serious foul play incident where he stopped a clear, open, goal-scoring opportunity, I don't believe you. But anyway, shout out to you for sending me that. Big up. Wow, loads of people replying to my story when I was going mad when Darwin scored. 2,000. Wow, I didn't even know we get that many views on our Instagram stories. Mad. Just watching it again. What did I say?
Shh, you sausage. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Come on. Newcastle taste. Yes.
Vamos! Otra vez. Vamos. Oh, yes. We will take it, mate. We will absolutely take it. Shout out to you, Harjan, for sending over that tweet. Celebrate by hitting the like button, guys. Yeah, that's obvious. You should be doing that. Come on, bro. Goes around, comes around. Shout out to Jason Tyndall, the sausage, smoking on that JT pack. Darwin Nunez, Resiliencia. Vamos. Darwizzy and Allison 10. Simple as. Please give Allison some rating, bro. Honestly, that's the money, maybe the best save I've ever seen. Best keeper ever. 100%. We know that now. I absolutely love him. 9.3 from Allison. Okay, interesting. Sobo quality. Dear should never be sub, but we can't take that anymore. Oh, sorry. Take your phone off vibrate, Alex the kid. Shout out to man like Kevin. Sorry about that. Buenos dias, 100%. Love him, but should be his last season. I think they're talking about Mo. Captain Chaos, as we know, was lost but now I'm found. Shout out to you. So many comments. This is a joke. Sit down, little boy Anthony Gordon. Giving it all this. You look like Claire Boulding, son. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. You look like Anne Robinson, in fact. Hold that. Tech issues, my ass. No, I actually did. My, what's it called? My microphone wasn't working, Tegan. All right, actually. Claire Boulding was a helmet again. James Redmond said Darwin Nunez is the best player in the world. He's obviously joking a little bit there. Am I going to read all the comments? I'm trying. I'm getting through a lot of them. Eddie Howe, Tyndall, Gordon, get back in your box. Hold it. I cried when Darwin scored the first goal. Just pure emotions coming out for him. The last two match days, I wanted him to start, and seeing him on the bench breaks my heart. But today is his breakout. Shout out to man like Plaban. Great name. Allison is the best goalkeeper in PL history. Shout out to the guys on Come On You Reds TV. Get in. I saw you guys reacting to it. Shout out to the Irish Brigade pub in Miami. Oh, stop, says Dan Lawler. Vamos, Redmen. Vamos. Vamos. Oh, don't worry. If you don't watch DR tomorrow, then shame on you, because I am going to cook everyone who said that we would not win. Yeah, including Fuad. What a win, Glenn. Shout out to you, man. Hold that, Jason. 100% respect for reading the comments, bro. I'm the only YouTuber I think I know anyway that reads out 90% of the comments, even if they're not super chats. So there we go. Right. Time to go and watch Match of the Day, I think, and relive this all again. Remember, if you're like this man, main man Malone, all the way from Gambia, what a guy, what a legend. Do smash a like, and remember, we'll never walk alone. Right, as I said, I'll be on the weekend roundup show tomorrow on DR Sports, 12:30. Robbie, Fuad, Matisse, Abby. It's going to be a special occasion, and I'm going to be cooking. Right, remember, help me out. Do me a favor, guys. Press the like button. Please press subscribe if you have not already. Please. Shout out to every single person. Let's get it well up. Is that how many we're on? That's got to be at least 250, guys. Come on. Right, go and enjoy Match of the Day. Watch all the highlights for 10 minutes. You know, have a cup of tea. Digest what we've seen tonight. Liverpool doing what Liverpool do. Last-minute winners against Newcastle. You just love to see it. Tyndall, Howe, Ant and Deck all in the mud tonight, as well as Matty Ranton. Guys, unbelievable once again. Vamos, Darwin Nunez. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment on